guys, we have a special video. We're highlighting a wonderful, wonderful independent vinyl record shop and bookstore on West 72nd Street. I'm going to check out their selection, speak to Bruce, who's been manning the helm here for quite a long time. So let's go meet Bruce. Hey, Bruce.
Hi.
So I just found out that you told us that you're open on Thanksgiving Day. Tell us why you decided, there's not too many places that are open for Thanksgiving Day.
Well, first of all, I happen to think there ought to be more places that sell more than food open that day. And second, I don't think it's the worst notion anyone ever had that there should be a bookstore open somewhere in the United States on Thanksgiving Day and Christmas Day. It couldn't hurt. And our bookstore, which is on Broadway between 80th and 81st, will also be open on those 2 days. But it kind of started with me doing it spontaneously. And that was quite a while ago, and at the bookstore. And that very day, I started doing it on Christmas Day, and ran into a funny situation. We got a phone call. I got a phone call right after I got there on Christmas Day from a gentleman all the way out in Montauk, and he had actually hoped to leave a recorded message asking us to hold an art book that we had listed online, and he didn't expect anyone to actually pick up. And he needed it basically to make amends to his wife over an argument that they'd had. He drove all the way in that day from Montauk.
Wow, that's a long drive.
Yes. He got to the store around 3 in the afternoon, and he was incredibly grateful. He was going to surprise her that evening with it. I figured that was almost like a sign from God. Yeah, I might be doing this, Yes.
Come on, Hutz, let's go play. So you have an awesome selection of used books in all different genres and vinyl records. Lots of jazz, movie soundtracks.
It's not ideal. Oh, okay. And it
Lots
will,
of classical music,
unfortunately,
too.
be weighted toward his pop stuff, not his jazz stuff. Come this way.
Huge selection of classical music, all organized by composer, which is extra good. Oh my God. They have a big selection of $1 to $3 records, so you never know what you can score. Let's check it out.
It's just that he was a good singer. And God knows he's mostly remembered for that today. He should be remembered.
So tell us a little bit about the history of the shop. And this location on West 72nd has been here since 19...
Well, this specific space since 1997. We've been on this block since 84, and we've been around since 72.
Oh, cool.
The store had its origins with a bookstore called Barcoo Books, which was on 71st Street in 1972. It sold books and records, and then there were a few partial changes in ownership, with partners coming in and going, in the course of which it acquired the record inventory of a Greenwich Village store called Ludus Tonalis. And basically, by the end of the 70s, it had taken on the name Griffin Books and Griffin Records, Gryphon, and went along that way until 2002. And at that point, Griffin Books sort of ceased to exist, but the space was taken over by a new owner, actually a pair of owners, one of whom is still owning the shop, that reinvigorated it as Westsider.
Oh, cool.
Every time every time an owner has either run out of ideas or energy or money, someone else has come along to take it over and give it a new lease on life, which is how the store has basically lasted for 49 years now.
And how about your personal story? How you...
I was a customer back in 72 and spent the next 40 years as a journalist, and retired from that in 2012, and they needed a manager, and I live in the neighborhood, and I knew the place certainly, and it just seemed to fit me perfectly.
That's awesome. And dog friendly. I want to show you. Look at Hudson, who's made himself comfortable on the floor here. Tired.
We're dog friendly, we're cat friendly, we're
people friendly.
Yeah.
Most importantly. Cool. Well, we're going to go dig through and see what we can find. Thanks so much, Bruce.